what is happening. Well, those discs, they glow in the dark. All right, does that look cool or what? These are the new Tron figures from Diamond Select. They were sold through Entertainment Earth and I think Gentle Giant. There was, I think, a limited run, 3,000. They came in these nice card backs and stuff like that. But I mean, they look super cool. They are totally reminiscent of what you would have had like when you're a kid. And check that out. That just looks really cool, right? Let's get Sark up here and just see how he looks with a little bit of light behind him. That just looks cool. And look at it. That just looks... I mean, just take a look at Tron. He looks just like he did. Here's the other Diamond Select Tron. You can see them next to each other. And, I mean, that guy looks really cool, but this new one is just totally retro. Just like what you remember if you had those original figures. That is cool. And then we got Sark. Here's Sark compared to the other Sark. You can see those sculpts are pretty much exactly the same, except for, of course, the clear plastic. Now, Sark here is posable, and you know, I'm not going to complain too much about the posability. They have the double jointed elbow there. They have a double jointed knee, so they have some really good flexibility. It's just that their heads don't look up, so you'll never get Tron in that pose where he's sending the disc up because he cannot look up. But look at that face sculpt on Sark. That looks really, really cool. And that translucent plastic is just phenomenal. And then that ode to the retro is just too cool. Yeah, look at Tron again. Check out his face. That looks great. Oh, man. And here we got Flynn, and Flynn's got his outfit on, which is perfect, right? It's translucent. It's a soft kind of plastic. It's flexible. Look at that. It does hinder the arm movement a little bit right there, but I don't think you're going to be worried too much about it because, look, that other arm has really nothing hindering it. But anyways, these are the Diamond Select Tron figures that are made retro to show off and be kind of like just like they were when you were a kid, where you had that clear plastic that the light would just shine. So these are the Tron figures that I had in my collection. These are, okay, everybody, so, hold on. So these are the Tron figures that I have in my collection. This is Tron and this is Sark. These were obtained at Walgreens. They're Diamond Select figures. I did not bring down their little discs, but because they're just lying up there on like my top shelf and I want to dig through. But anyways, this is kind of Tron here that's got a really good face sculpt, and this is Sark. Now the thing is about this one that looks like my Tron on VHS, I never really had Tron on VHS. A friend of mine had Tron on Laserdisc, and I remember I used to go over there all the time and watch it on Laserdisc. But this was a really cool thing that they did last year. I think it was last year, the year before. It was a special limited edition. And look at that. I have one of 3,000 for this Tron limited edition. And I did peel the sticker so I could open this. I probably don't even, yeah. And it looks like a VHS inside. It's got all these like flying discs, which are kind of cool. And it's got this luminescent like stand. But if you just pop this out, you have this figure here which is, I believe, a black light type picture. I don't have a black light, so there's no way that I can get that to like glow, but I have seen pictures of it. So this is this year's setup for Tron. And immediately what you see is these figures are made similar to those ones way back in the day where they were like kind of clear and you can see through them. They're pretty spectacular, and they come in this really long box, and they're actually on card backs, which is like super cool. But just another thing to point out is that they have this like sticker on here, and it was 3,000 again. And can you imagine that? I got one of 3,000 again. That's pretty amazing to get one of 3,000 like 2 years in a row for exclusives. And here's the secret. I think I just felt like it was so special because it was one of 3,000. Apparently, everyone has one of 3,000. So it's one of 3,000. So yeah, is it special? Sure, because there's only 3,000. But is it that special because it's the first one of the 3,000? No, not really. All right, so we're going to take a look at the card backs. Are pretty much all the same. You got Tron and you got Sark here, and they're in the middle of like their little disc throwing contest. They're playing frisbee with each other. And this is like, look for your comic book store. So these, I think, were really intended to be sold through like a comic book store. And somehow they ended up on Entertainment Earth. That's where I got them. Now, I know some people got them from Gentle Giant, and that's pretty cool too. I just did not know that you could get them on Gentle Giant. So all the cards are pretty much the same, but the figures themselves look really cool, right? So anyways, I really appreciate you sticking around and watching the whole video from backwards to forwards, because I had these open in the beginning and now they're magically closed. But I just kind of wanted to show you the figures first and then do this whole thing where we show you the packaging. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And like always, have a great day.